Welcome, everyone. Thank you for joining today's event, Creating Customized and Branded Training Events with CustomCHOICE. Before I get started, I'd like to go over some very quick housekeeping notes. First, I recommend that you turn off any programs that could potentially take bandwidth, such as Outlook or Instant Messenger. Second, we encourage and enjoy interaction, so please go ahead and submit any questions you might have through the chat or Q&A box on the right-hand side of your screen. We'll make sure to address your questions at the end of today's event. Lastly, we are recording, and we'll share a link to the recording of the webinar to those who have registered later today or tomorrow. So with that being said, let's get started. I'm Vanessa Welly, Director of Marketing here at Logical Operations, and I'll be your host today. I'm joined by Andrea Montanarella, Manager, Custom Publishing, and she'll be walking you through CustomCHOICE. So without further ado, I'll kick it over to Andrea to get us started.
Thank you, Vanessa. Welcome, everyone, and thank you for taking the time to learn about customization today. This is a great opportunity to see for yourself the transformation of a standard class to a custom class through the use of our CustomCHOICE website. In the 20 years that I've worked with Logical Operations, 18 of them have been in the custom print department. I'm passionate about what I do, so let's get started. Before I begin, I just want to tell you what I'm going to cover. We're going to talk about what customization is, why it's popular, how it's cost effective, and provide a demo of our online tool called CustomCHOICE. Lastly, I will address the most commonly asked questions on a day-to-day basis. I will be your point of contact, so rest assured that you can come directly to me. So what is customization? Customization gives you the ability to customize Logical Operations authored courseware and selected partnerware. There are three main types of customization. We are certainly not limited to these three. They are simply the most common. Mixing and matching lessons. This can be done over a very wide variety of courseware. We have over 370 titles on CustomCHOICE alone that you can mix and match. You can also take it one step further and delete out unwanted topics within lessons. Custom logo is the second one. This is on a standard off-the-shelf book. We remove the Logical Operations logo and replace it with yours. There's no customization to the book, and there's three ways that you can do this. You can have the logo in black and white, in color, or you can go as far as to create your own custom cover art. The third one is adding your own proprietary content. This allows you to add specific company-related information to our content. Again, there are many additional options, so if you have a specific or a unique requirement, just reach out to me to discuss. There are three types of delivery: print only, digital only, and print and digital. Print only is the physical books which are printed and shipped. Digital only is digital content via our CHOICE platform. And print and digital are the physical books with digital assets. Our digital assets include the digital PDF, the EPUB, checklists, data files, and learn-tos and assessments, which are optional. But you may be asking yourself, what are some of these digital assets? Well, the digital PDF is, in my experience, the instructor really prefers the digital PDF. It has a fixed layout and corresponds to the page numbers in a custom book. The EPUB has a more flexible and responsive layout that is used for tablets and handheld devices. Checklists are for on-the-job support, and data files are simply the exercise files. Learn-tos are 3 to 5 minute videos to enhance and support learning, and assessments are a self-check designed to reinforce learning. Again, the learn-tos and the assessments are optional, and these have a nominal fee and can either be standard or customized. So why is customization so popular? Well, in my opinion, the number one reason is that it's a cost-effective solution. The custom book price is comparable to the standard book price. There's a minimal setup fee. Your current discount applies if you have one. We price the book out per topic. There's never a reorder fee for an existing reorder. And your logo and personalization is included. Personalization can include, but is not limited to, your website, an 800 number, or any other information that you would like to communicate on the front cover or on the inside footers of the book. So let me give you a scenario. So instead of buying 2 standard off-the-shelf books, consider the fact that you can put together one custom book with 25 topics for the price of one standard book. Or in other words, if you know that you have to purchase 10 books, which is typically our minimum in the custom department, and you only need certain content from office titles, it is oftentimes cheaper to customize than to buy the standard off-the-shelf books separately. So can I add my logo without customization? Absolutely. There's a minimal upcharge, there's no setup fee, and your current discount would apply. This is a great way to market your organization on our courseware. And I have a sample on the very next page. On the upper right-hand corner, you'll see the High Falls logo. It's High Falls Power Company logo that I circled in red. Logical Operations does not share real estate either. There is no Logical Operations logo, only your logo, and again, no customization to the content, just the standard book with your logo. So this is a great time to jump into the demo of our CustomCHOICE website. It is important to note before we jump in, though, that CustomCHOICE is a tool for developing new custom books. If you would like to reorder an existing custom book or order a custom logo book, please email me or call me directly. If you do not have a store login account, you can simply contact me and I can set you up to get you access to CustomCHOICE. So let's jump into the demo.
Yep, passing it over to you, Andrea.
Okay, I'm going to share my screen. Oops. Okay, so here is store.logicaloperations.com. I'm going to click login. And it'll have you put in your email address and your password. And you'll click My Account once you're logged in. And CustomCHOICE on the upper left-hand side. So again, if you don't have a store account and you need a login, you can email me directly. So steps 1 through 4 is an overview, but we're going to click to get started because that's what I'm going to demo for you today. So step 1 is to choose and modify your content. On the left-hand side, you're going to see the Logical Operations course library. This is where the 370 courses live, and you can search one of 2 ways. You can search by part number or by title. So we're going to put together a Word and Excel book today. So I'm going to type in Word 2016, and you'll see part 1, 2, and 3. If you want to add the entire title, you can click the Add Plus, and you'll see that there's an expand. You'll see the title, the format, the part number, and then what you can do on the right-hand side. So to expand this, if you didn't want to add the whole title, you'll see the lessons in the appendices. If you expand the lesson, you'll see the topics within a lesson. So from Word Part 1, we're going to take lessons 1, 2, and 5. I'm also going to add one lesson. Oops, I'm sorry, that was from Part 3, so I'm going to remove those. I'm going to go into Part 1. and add lessons 1, 2, and 5. And then I'm going to go to part 2, and I'm going to add lesson 1. Now I'm going to search for an Excel book. In part 1, I'm going to add lessons 2, 3, and 5. So on the right-hand side, you'll see that the book under project composition is your custom book, and the estimated time is 7 hours and 10 minutes. Under the custom book title, this is the title that's going to appear on the front cover of your book. So for the purposes of this demo, I'm going to put Andy's demo, custom Word and Excel. So the title is required. You have your estimated teaching time. You can also rename the title of a lesson if you wanted, instead of getting started with Word, maybe you want it to say Word Introduction. You can expand the lesson and delete out topics. So if I didn't want topics A and B, I could remove with the X, and it does remind you in the column what those do. So you can minimize that. We're going to expand lesson 2, and we're going to remove topic E and D. You can also reorder lessons as well. So if you wanted lesson 4 to be lesson 1, you would simply drag and drop. At this point, what I always recommend people to do is to click Save, just so you know that your project is saved in your My Project library. This is going to be your best friend, because this will be where your existing and your past projects live. Yes.
We have a question that just came in. Is there a benefit to removing topics?
Oh, yes. So if you want to remove topics, I always tell people that it's very advantageous to remove topics because we price out the book per topic.
Okay.
So if there's topics that you're not going to cover, you definitely want to remove topics.
Great, thank you.
Mm-hmm. And also, if you remove a topic out of a lesson and say you didn't need to remove that particular topic, you can just delete the lesson and re-add it.
Okay.
Good question. So again, when you're done with your project, if there's anything else that you would like to remove, like a lesson that's not wanted, topics that aren't wanted, you can simply remove by using the blue X there. So at this point, you can scroll down to save, and you can click Next. Step 2 is to choose additional features and personalization. You have 1 of 3 ways for delivery, as we previously discussed. There's print only, digital only, and print and digital. Print and digital typically is the most popular. Sometimes digital only is more for international customers that might not want delivery. Learn Tos, if you forget what Learn Tos and assessments are, there is a description pop-up. And the use of a custom logo. If you click on custom logo, you can choose your logo. And let's see, usually brings me right to it. And then you click upload image, and on the right hand side you'll see that your file was uploaded successfully, and it'll give you a thumbnail of the logo. You can click that you want to proof requested, and for any custom order that you place for the very first time, I will send you a free proof. Yes.
We have another question that just came in. We have someone who would like to know, what if I don't have a logo? Would it be blank, or would it default to the logical operations logo?
It would actually be blank.
Okay.
Yes.
Got it. Good to
So
know.
it's a custom book, so if there is no logo, then it would be blank.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, I see another related question that just came in as you were selecting the options at the top. Is there an additional cost for both print and digital if you select that? there?
Yeah, so the pricing for the setup is going to come out in an email of custom overview at the end of the webinar. So everyone that's registered for the webinar will get an email called custom overview of custom print.
Okay, that'll
And all
review
the
those
setup,
options.
yes.
Okay.
Yep. So
Very
depending
good.
on the modality, the setup fee varies.
Okay. And then another question, back to the logos. Wondering so it looks like we're not able to support a PNG file type. Is that right? For uploading logos?
If you can't upload it on the site, you can email it to me directly.
Okay.
Yes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Good to know.
That's no problem. I get all sorts of formats.
Great.
Okay. So for personalization, for the inside of the book, you can add your own even and odd footers. You can add stuff like your website, an 800 number, any simple text that you want to add to a footer. And also with the cover subtext, right below your title on the cover and a slightly smaller font, you can add your website, again, your 800 number, or any simple text like training presented by. I also want to add, because those were such good questions about the logo, sometimes a customer wants to add their logo and their client's logo, so you could add 2 logos as well.
Great, that's good to know.
Yep. So in special instructions, you can tell me if your logo is already on file, if you want to ship the instructor edition to a different address, maybe that you want a quote only, or what your needs by date is. Anything in special instructions that you want to communicate directly to me.
Perfect.
So at this point, you can save the project, you can go back to step 1, or you can click next to proceed to step 3. Step 3 is to review your custom outline. So this gives you an outline of the custom book that you created, and it also not only gives you the custom outline, but it also lets you see the source content that you grabbed each lesson from. So this outline is great because down here you can print the outline to send it or to give it to your instructor or your manager for approval, or you can email it as well. It'll also, when you print or email the outline, it'll also print on there the selected features, the fact that you wanted approved, that you're using your logo, and that your format of delivery is print and digital. So if you want to revise the project, once you've gotten approval, maybe they want to make a tweak or a change, you can revise it. You can go back to step 1, step 2, or you can click next to proceed to step 4. So the last step is providing shipping information and submitting your order. Please note that even if you're ordering just digital only, we still do need your ship to information. So in the interest of time, I'm going to type in just some dummy information here. The minimum quantity for student, the minimum quantity for user productivity is 10. So user productivity is office titles, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. The minimum quantity for computer professional is 5. Those are courses like CISSIP or PMP. You don't necessarily have to order an instructor edition. So if your instructor just wants to use a student, that's fine too. And just remember, when you do submit your order, we are going to always send you a quote that requires your approval before we start your order. And in this note section, we just give you another opportunity to communicate any information to us. So you can obviously go back to step 1, 2, or 3. You can save the project at this time, or you can submit the project. So you'll get a final confirmation page thanking you for your order and just confirming that it has been submitted, and you'll get a 6-digit confirmation number. And we'll advise you that you will be getting a quote within the next business day to finalize the details of your order. So again, until you approve your quote, it will not be started or go into production. So at this point, you can create a new order or you can close out. But I do want to highlight just on the left-hand side nav, you can go home, There's also a how-to guide that has a 6-minute YouTube video on how to use the tool, custom FAQ, my project, and the project library. So if you click on project library, all your projects are going to be in here. So if you ever have to make a modification, or you have another client that wants a similar book, you don't have to start from scratch. You can just click on here and make any edits or tweaks for another client. So that's a real time saver as well. But again, you wouldn't go in here and reorder a project. If you want to reorder an existing book, you would just call me or email me directly. Okay, you can pass the ball back.
Okay.
Yeah. So how can custom increase return on investment? I think we covered a lot of the reasons, but here are a few more just to consider. It reminds students where they received their training with a branded cover when they see the logo. It maximizes learning goals with custom content and time management, and it transforms a classroom and or a learning environment to a more detailed experience. Whether you're a training center, a corporation, a government entity, or an educational institution, creating customized training materials allows you to transform your classes to meet your clients' learning objectives.
And Andrea, yes. We have a few questions that just came in,
Okay.
So I thought it could be a good time to capture those since we've got a few of them. First question, is it possible to get a copy of the trainer manual in electronic format and a hard copy? And second question from the same person, will the order include data files?
Yes, that's actually what I'm going to talk about next.
Perfect.
And the first question, they can get a hard copy of the instructor edition, and if they order approved, they can get an electronic copy of the instructor edition so that the instructor can prep.
Great. Another question.
I already answered that.
Is there a direct link to the Custom Choice website, or do I need to go through the store?
You would need to go through the store.
Okay, great.
So you would log in to the store and you would click My Account and then go on Custom Choice on the left-hand side now.
Perfect. And let's see. The last question that came in so far. If you place a reorder at a later date, is the minimum count still 10 copies?
Yes, but if you can't reach the minimum, just give me a call.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. So the next slide is commonly asked questions. And I'm going to elaborate on the data file question in this slide as well, but yes, you do get the data files. The lead time is 4 to 7 business days, depending on the scope of your project. I'm usually very flexible, but expediting is always available as well. The setup fee varies depending on the delivery. All pricing will be sent out via email in the overview of custom print email that we send out to each participant in the webinar. I do often receive the question if the setup fee is per account, per order, per book, or per title. And the setup fee is per order, but never on a reorder. So it's just an initial custom order. The minimum quantity for user productivity is 10. So again, user productivity is your office titles, and the minimum quantity for computer professional is 5. Such titles as CISSP and PMP. If you can't meet the minimum, again, you can just call me and we can discuss. Data files are always included and they're always free. They are not customized, however, you can always customize them on your end. If you order print only, they are Dropbox to you. And if you order digital only or print and digital, they are available and located on the Choice platform. So again, if you want to reorder or order a custom logo book, you can just reach out to me directly. And for new custom orders, you can use our Custom Choice tool. Again, if you need a login, you would also contact me directly if you don't have a login to the store. But again, you would go to the store, log in, choose My Account, and then on the left-hand side, you'll see Custom Choice. So feel free to place an order for a quote and or to experience just the tool. After a webinar, we always get an influx of orders just asking for quotes, just to get an idea. People just like to play around with the tool, put some books together, and really do a cost analysis of what it would cost for them to do a custom book compared to just buying the standard off-the-shelf books. So we will remove any fear or hesitation that you might have. So in conclusion, as previously stated, we'll be sending out via email an overview of custom print that includes pricing to date. If you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to contact me directly. Thanks, everyone.
Great. Thank you so much, Andrea. We'll stay on the line for a few minutes here to tackle any last-minute questions. So please feel free to add those in the chat or Q&A boxes on the right-hand side of your screen. I do see a new one that just came in. Do you do personalized demos?
Oh, yes. Yep. You can contact me and we can do a one-on-one demo.
Great.
Absolutely.
Very good to know. We'll hang on just for another couple minutes here to see if we get any other last-minute questions. New question that just came in. How current are your titles?
How current are they?
Yeah, I'm guessing like the titles that are available to customize, are they reflective of the latest logical operations titles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great.
They're current with the standard titles.
Perfect. Let's see. I have a question about, and I think this is referring to if you're able to customize Adobe Captivate products.
Email me about that one and I can definitely look into that.
Okay. Yep. Okay.
I just want to be sure.
Okay. Yep. And from the person who asked, yep, they will do that.
Oh, I have some readings. Okay, about the final product question, I would send you that. It takes me about 24 hours to send a proof, so that's why you don't see it right away. That's something that I would have to build and send out to you. So if I send you a proof, it's going to take about 24 hours.
To see that content. Yeah. Great. Okay. Another question that just came in. Can you give an estimated cost savings between ordering 2 standard books versus ordering 1 combined customized book?
Sure. So if you have a custom book that has, like the one I just created, had 7 lessons and it had 25 topics. That custom book without a discount would be $22.25. If you were to buy both of the standard books separately, each of those books would be $22.21. So the standard book is $22.21, so you would have to buy 2 of the standard books. But if you were just to buy the custom book that I just created, it would be $22.25 plus a setup fee.
Great. Very good. Okay, nice. I'm just checking. I think we are up to date with the questions that have come in. So I think at this point in time, we will conclude today's event. So thank you to Andrea for the very informative presentation, and thank you to everyone for joining us today. As Andrea mentioned earlier, we'll share a recording to this webinar as well as an overview of Custom Choice. So keep an eye out in your email for that. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.